Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Fire Up Report. We're about a third of the way through June, the last month of the Mary Kay year. I am super excited if you are joining me live. So if you're here, let me know you're here. If you are catching the replay, let me know that you're watching too. We're excited about that. So if you have not joined us for a Fire Up report before, this is going to be loaded with recognition, reminders, and then always a fun new idea. But I thought we would get back to doing some reading at the beginning while we give everyone a chance to jump on. So I just finished this book about a week and a half ago when I went to go see my friend Sarah. So Growing Boldly with Emily Lay. I think I've been reading to you guys from it for a while. Hey, thanks for joining. So exciting. By the way, if you're watching and you're like, I know someone else that should be watching, text her really quick. Tell her to get on, okay? I want to hear from you guys. So I tabbed down 2 pages. One page, I love this book because it's like so beautiful inside. So it says the difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will. And that's by Vince. Oh, this is a hard last name. Lombardi, I think is how it's pronounced. So the difference is a lack of will. And the other one I have at the end of every chapter, I love this. It has kind of like a little summary, and then it has a little reflection. Hey, Sandy, thanks for watching. And it says, and I thought this was perfect for the end of this year, okay? It says, may you have the drive and fortitude to roll up your sleeves, break a sweat, and sacrifice when the time is right. And may you have the gumption and bravery to clear the clutter in your life to make space for the goodness that is sure to follow hard work. May you honor your seasons, those that ask for hustle and sacrifice, and those that require focused, quiet attention, creating lap space for a young child, devoting focus to creating a new home, or allowing your soul to heal, rest, and recover. Hold each season, beloved, as it will surely fade into another. Above all, may you fill your soul with truth and His promises every step of the way. Hey, Lauren, thanks for joining. And then the reflection says, you have one life here on this earth. How will you spend the rest of it? No more playing small. Who is the woman inside you desperate to be released? As we grow together, how will you balance hustle and care for your heart of who you are? Well, hello, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to start off with some Reco. So let me get my little fun bomb. And a couple of shout outs. We are continuing to track those grand days. So shout out to Narissa. She had her first grand day and her goal is 10. And then shout out to Jen. I believe she's had 2 grand days and her goal is 15. And I had my first grand day or 2. I'm not sure how many I think I've added 2. My goal is 20 for the month. So if you have a grand day goal or a different goal, let us know. We want to cheer you on. What is the name of the book? I'll show you. It's called Growing Boldly. It's by Emily Lay. And I think you can order it on Amazon, but this one was exclusively at Target. And I loved it because it asks you, I'm trying to find a spot where I can show you like a good example. It asks you questions. I didn't always fill them out, but it asks you questions in each area. So it's kind of like a book, but also like a workbook. So I really liked it. And what I loved most about it is it's about pursuing the life that you want to build, but it's not your normal I'm going to say hustle, go get, or entrepreneur book. It's all about finding the balance. Just like I read a second ago, finding that balance between hustle and quiet. And she talks a lot about honoring what God has called you to do in your life. And that for all of us, it looks different. So it's a really, really good book. It's really inexpensive too. Go get it. Start reading it. It was awesome. Okay. So shout out to our Grand Day winners. I wanted to let you know. So, okay, remember last week we talked about that every time our unit goal is to do 5,500, every time we hit $1,000 increments, we are going to open the prize vault and you get to put your fingers in and pick something out if you're the winner. So we only have about 600 in so far this month. So shout out to Narissa and me. We're the contributors for that so far. So we have about $400 to go for our first prize vault drawing. So I want to see if anybody can help us out this weekend to make that happen. And the exact math to go on our goal is $4,940. So as most of you know, June 30th is the end of the Mary Kay year. And our goal this month is to create momentum so that you can have a strong finish in your business and we can have the best year yet next year. But you know when it starts now. It starts now, because if you wait until July 1, guess what you're going to do? You're going to wait until July 10th, and then it's July 30th, and then it's August 1st. So we want to start now creating that momentum. A couple other reminders. Mary Kay is going to have a seminar virtually. It will be in August. You can get registered for that. It's $50 wholesale if you attend, or it's $50. I'm already thinking about ordering. It's $50 to attend, or $45 if you attended the Rock and Red Rally. Our unit will be gathering. We're just waiting for an agenda to come out so we can come up with some kind of game plan of what that looks like. We may potentially be gathering with another unit in the area. We just, again, we're waiting. So go get registered. What's neat is I think you get $50 retail a product back after the event. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be really awesome, mostly because I know someone that's being featured in a video on it. And I can tell you this right now, you're not going to want to miss it. It's not me. I promise. It's not me, but it's someone that we all know dearly. So you'll want to be there so you can see. Okay. You'll want to be there so you can see. All right. I'm trying to think if there's any other reminders that I wanted to share with you. Let me look over here. I opened a couple of things so I would be ready. Oh, I have some jewelry on. So this month, right now, I'm waiting for the earrings to come. Remember, whenever you have 300 wholesale in by the 15th, you get some really fun. They're like, I'm going to call them bohemian, knotted, beachy earrings. They're really awesome. I'm super excited. I can't wait for them to come. They'll actually probably come tomorrow. All the other prizes came today. So whenever you, so then the second level is the 600. That's the sparkler. Then the next level above that, for those that want to go above and beyond, is our Glow Girl with 1,000 wholesale. So I'm wearing okay, this necklace is way longer. Look how giant the initial thing is. Like when I got it in the mail, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So it's going to be super, sorry, I am wearing a maxi dress that's kind of low cut. So it's super fun to layer with. I had a couple other pieces on earlier, but I pulled them off just so you could see this. So that's for 1,000 wholesale. And then for the next level above that, which is our Glow Girl Elite, it's 1,500 wholesale. You get our super fun bracelet. And again, it's got the initial. Can you guys see that? It's so fun. So obviously my initial is a K. You're allowed to get whatever initial you want, actually. Totally customizable. So if it's not your taste and you want to give it to a daughter or a friend, you can totally do that. So, all right. I think those are all of our announcements. last reminder is if you're confused about events going on or you need ideas for the month, if you look in the albums of our Facebook group, the Ford Firecrackers Facebook group, there is a June prizes album, and it shows all the different promotions that we're doing, okay? And then we also have a Father's Day album too. So if you want to work on selling to the guys, that is there for you as well. So I'm going to talk about a sales idea called a $1,000 day. Oh, you need to see how they do an S. Well, afterward, I will go look. Just text me and remind me. We'll see if Amazon has a picture. I don't know if they had a picture of every single initial, but I bet it's cute. Okay, focus. So the idea is a $1,000 day or a $1,000 week. So in just a second, I'm going to share my screen. And at the end of tonight, when we're done, I will upload this document to our Facebook page. And then I will also be sharing an in-depth video by one of our sister consultants in Callie's unit. Her name is Julie Simpson. Julie, I will say, is like the queen of $1,000 days. She's done it 3 or 4 years in a row. And her video goes in super detail. So if you're someone where you're like, okay, I'm going to listen to Catherine, I'm going to get the idea in my head, but I'm going to watch Julie's video because it's going to be detailed and I can like play and take notes and pause and do as I need to do, then you can do that too, okay? Here's my advice right now. If you hear this idea and you're like, girl, I want to do that. That is so cool. I want to encourage you to be brave. Put some courage on and take action, because many of us have great ideas, but we allow life to derail us. And I know a lot of you have really fun summer activities planned for your family. I know, unfortunately, some of us are still getting our houses. I had a customer I talked to today. She was still getting her house repaired for Hurricane Sally, and we're entering hurricane season now. I know, like for us, we're starting our bathroom remodel. Oh my gosh, you guys. I about fell out of my chair today. So far, we've gotten a countertop quote and we got a cabinet quote. And I'm like, between those two quotes, that was what I wanted to spend on the entire project. My mind has been blown. So I know that many of you are starting projects. So first, I'd love to hear from you. If you had an extra $500 or $600 profit this month, what would you do with that money? I know we've got several watchers. I'm so excited that y'all are joining me. Oh, I'm so excited. But I want to know personally, what would you do with that money? Do you have something fun? Is life happening and you need to pay some bills off? Like, pop a comment, let us know, because we want to help encourage you to go after those things. So I'm going to share a few goals that I've heard this week. I know Narissa wants to take her kiddos. She's got all of them home for the summer now. She wants to take them, I believe, to Busch Gardens in either July or August. Y'all, a day there is expensive. I talked to Jennifer earlier this week, and she wants to put a deck on the back of her house, and then they want to lay some concrete in a pole barn that's outside where they park their cars and just have an area that's really nice for them. So share what you would love to do with your profit. And obviously, you guys know I've been talking about this bathroom project. Like, we really are doing it. We finally took some action yesterday and today. And tomorrow I have a list of contractors to call to actually make a tile shower. And now I've learned I need to sell a lot of Mary Kay. I need to sell a lot of Mary Kay to wrap up this project and do it the way that we want to do it. You want a girls' weekend? Ooh, where would you go? I was supposed to have a girls' weekend this weekend, but my friend was not able to go. She's an ag teacher, and they had a couple sick cows, and sick cows are getting in the way of us going on our girls' trip. But That would be really, really awesome. Okay, well, let me talk about this $1,000 day. So I am going to share my screen, and lumber is triple right now, right, girl? Oh, it's so like just in general. So I don't think I've told y'all, my parents are building a house, and they've actually broke ground. They're building it downtown across from Memorial Park, and they keep finding areas, like they just changed all the windows on their house to not a custom size, normal size, and they saved like, all these numbers are crazy, like $25,000. And my mom's like, we're just trying to figure out every little area we could save money, because their lumber could be double to triple the amount that they originally quoted when they started building this house. Like, it's insane, but they're to the point, they've been on this journey for so long. They're like, whatever we have to do, we're going to make it happen. But they have been having to get so creative with areas that they can shave money and add money. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. Okay, so you guys can see this. So first off, what is $1,000 day or $1,000 week? This is where you pick a day to do. It's kind of like, I'm going to call it a sale or a lottery, where you're encouraging your customers to order on one particular day so you can hit your goal of selling $1,000 in one day. Just saying, that's 10 grand days in one day. Like, you could be the queen of grand days. Or you sell $1,000 in a week. So this is an old training document. So, excuse me, you're going to see some dates in here that you're like, oh, that doesn't make sense. But obviously you can change the dates, okay? So we're going to share several ideas. And if you choose at the end of today that you're going to do $1,000 day or $1,000 week, I want you to comment in the chat. And then I also want you to text me. The reason I want you to text me is I want to partner with you, and anyone that's choosing to do this, I want us all to link together and say, all right, this is going to be our day to do it, or your day to do it. And we're going to hold each other accountable, and we're going to encourage each other. Okay. So it is such a fun thing to do, because if you've never done it before, you're pushing yourself, and you're going to break some personal belief barriers. So the first thing to do is you want to, hold on, let me get to the area. There's an area I thought that broke it down. So this document has lots of things for you. Oh, that's a week. Okay, we want to talk about the $1,000 day first. Sorry if I'm giving you like whiplash. So, all right. So $1,000 day. So the majority of you have less than 100 customers. So if you're going to do $1,000 day, you're only going to promote one day that you are doing this. Okay. And the very first thing you have to do is you have to decide, yes, I'm going to have I'm going to host $1,000 day. And right now in your heart, you may feel like pitter patter, like I want to do this, but I'm terrified. If that is you, I just want to encourage you to be brave and go for it. Because my mindset whenever I do events like this is, even if I don't hit my goal, it's going to get me so much closer to my goal for the month anyways. Like, it's just going to be absolutely amazing. All right. The second thing you want to do is know how you're spending the money you're earning, which is why I was just asking you, what would you do with an extra $500 in your bank account this month? Because wouldn't you agree that you show up differently when you know how you're going to spend your paycheck? I know I do. I get more excited. I'm like, all right, I gotta hustle. I gotta push myself. The last time I know that I set a really big goal for myself was actually back before Christmas. And I had set a goal to sell $3,000 in a month. And we were paying for some, our ski vacation to come. And so I was trying to wrap up getting all the money for that. But we needed like my sales needed to be like 2,500, but I tacked on an extra 500 because I also really wanted new sunglasses. And Justin said, like, well, if you can get it with your Mary Kay sales, like, I don't care, because they were like $300 sunglasses. And he's like, that's just retarded to buy. And so literally the last night I'm sitting there like, okay, I got to get to my goal because I want to buy my sunglasses. We show up differently when we know what we're working for. Okay. So that's the second thing you want to do. The third thing you want to do is you want to choose a day that you're going to have your $1,000 day and a time to end it. I want you to know that it's been proven that Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are traditionally not the best day for the sale. And that's because people are busy. Personally, I think that Thursdays are the best. And I think that's what it says in here too. And you want to end your sale at 6 p.m. so that your customers that haven't ordered, you can call them and remind them and you can take their order. So go ahead and decide, when are you going to do it? And if you're looking for a great day to do it on, let me look at the date right here. I have lots of messages coming through on my phone from you guys right now. Okay, a really great day to do it could be around June 23rd. June 23rd is National Pink Day. So it is a Wednesday. So for some of you with church, that might not be a great day, but maybe you could do it on that Tuesday or that Thursday. Thursdays, I find, are a really good day because a lot of the people I know, they get paid on Thursdays. So, and I know that sounds crazy, but technically they get paid on Friday, but it's pending in their bank account and available on Thursday. So just saying. So the first thing we're going to do is decide we're doing it. The second thing we're going to do is decide how we're spending our profit. The third thing we're going to do is we are going to decide when we're having it. And then the next thing you have to do is you have to communicate it out. So you want to create a postcard or a letter or use a pre-made one. My suggestion is every year I use a pre-made one that I think I stole from Julie when I heard the idea 5 or 6 years ago. Julie's been in Mary Kay about the same time I have. And you want to send that letter or card out a week before your grand day. And I just want to let you know, if you send postcards, the post office has postcard stamps. They're 35 cents versus if you send a letter, that's a regular piece of mail. So that's a regular stamp. So it's a little bit more. And I would encourage you to communicate with your customers based on how they respond to you. So sometimes our younger clientele never check their mailboxes. I have several of those. Like, I don't even send them catalogs, you guys, because they never check their mail. I send them a link to the catalog because I know that works for them. But then I have a lot of older customers that I have to physically send them mail. So that might be something that you have to think about when you're thinking about, how do I want to communicate this? But you want to communicate it a week out. And then you want to create a master list of everyone you're going to share this idea with. So, and I want you to think not just clients or customers you have right now. I want you to think potential clients. I want you to think friends, family, neighbors, kind of like go back to when you were brand new, like 1 day old Mary Kay consultant, and we told you to make that master list of everybody you know. This is the time to pull that out and do that again. And I just think it's so fun to do it. And remember that they don't have to be local to you. We have CDS. And so if you've got friends across the country, they can help you too. But I like to make a master list that has like their name and their phone number. And that way, as you get their orders, you can mark their name off. And if you don't, at 6 o'clock, you can sit down and you can start calling those people to get their orders. And then the day before your sale, you're going to want to send a quick reminder email or text message out to everyone that has details about that. And then the day of, you're going to start taking those sales. And then at 6 p.m., you want to start making calls. And I know that's scary, But y'all, making $500 in a day, like that is insane. Like most normal people do not make that at their job, and they work 8 or 10 or 12 hours. So us sitting down for a couple hours and doing the hard stuff, it's so worth it. It is so worth it. By the way, if you're commenting, I'm not seeing it right now because I have to read this document. So this document's really going to go over in detail that grand day idea. I'm checking the comments now. When I did my grand day, I mailed a letter and included a sample of the 3D set too. And it was brand new back then, and you sold several sets. That is a great idea. That is a great idea. Someone has a question. Why are you raising your hand? You just need to say your question. Should I assume? Okay, y'all. Right now it just says Facebook user, Facebook user, Facebook user. Should I assume that this is Jennifer because she's my question master? Oh, I think it is her because I just got a text from her. Is that a hand raise that you're going to do it? Maybe that's what it is. Okay. All right. We're going to keep going on this document because if doing a grand day is like, ooh, that's a little scary. But if I could stretch it out into a week and have a couple different ways to do it, that might be more my jam. And by the way, you guys, we're going to go over by a couple minutes tonight. I apologize about that. But I just feel this is really important. I know some of you have some big goals, and I just feel like this is such a fun idea. So in here, this is the sample letter. If you like the letter, guess what? Just download it and use it. So again, I'll be posting this at the end of our time today. Here's another one. You can copy and paste this. Y'all, do not spend a lot of time making your letter like extra pretty and all the things, okay? Just get it out. Just get it out. If you do a postcard versus a letter, I would strongly encourage you to use colored cardstock so it doesn't get lost in all their other mail. But I want to explain the $1,000 goal. So when I've done it in the past, you're just letting them know you've got this big goal. And yeah, this is just the letter. And what I personally did was they got a free gift with purchase when they hit $50. Y'all, another secret, if they're someone that they're like, well, what's the free gift? Or they're maybe a really loyal customer that you've burned through all the normal gift with purchases. I also say, well, you can get a free gift with purchase, or you can add an additional product of your choice at half price. And it's just one product. So like a gel mask or a mascara. And when I was really new in business and I didn't want them to order a big product at half price, I would tell them a half price glamour item. And I would let like eye makeup remover fall into a glamour item. So those are just a couple ideas for those free gifts for you. But what you do is whenever you reach your $1,000 goal, one lucky customer will get blank for free, or they'll get their order for half price. So every $10 that they place with you, they're going to get an entry. So for example, $100 in product will enter your name 10 times. Okay. So that is really, really fun. And then you also let them know that they can share you with other people. So those are just some letters if you need a letter. But if you're looking for the grand week, so you want to sell $1,000 in the week, we're going to start the same way. Okay. The first thing we're going to decide is that I'm doing a $1,000 week. All right. So when we're done tonight, I want you to decide, am I doing a $1,000 day or am I doing a $1,000 week? And then decide, what am I spending my profit on? And make sure you tell me. And then of course you want to track your number. I don't think they had that goal, that tip on the grand day, but you want to track your number. And so with a $1,000 week, it gives you several different ways that you can do that. Okay. So you can book 5 parties and hold 3. All right. The average party sale is $300. So you hold those 3 parties, that's $900, and we know somebody's going to spend a little more than $100. Okay. We know that that's how Mary Kay works. You can book 10 women to be in a women's portfolio. All right. So this is all you're doing is a facial and a little glamour sesh. You take their picture, you share them on your social media. Guess what they do? They buy product because they want their professional look. So if you do 10 of those at $100, bam, there's your $1,000. You can have 5 silent hostesses. These are book parties, okay? This is where you send the catalog and some sales slips with your different girlfriends that work at large offices. If you decide to do that, I can share with you different silent hostess plans. You can do the same thing with having online hostesses. You can have a show and sell bag. So I'm going to bring up this. Lauren and I talked on the phone the other day, and I asked her, I was like, Lauren, how did you have a grand day times 3 last month? Like, what did you do? Because I'm going to be honest, it's not normal activity for her. So I was so excited to see that. And she said, well, I loaded up some bins of my inventory and I took it to my grandma and I took it to my aunts and I think a cousin. She had 3 different people shop with her. And she just put her product in those, like, here, I have one right here, in things like this, and took it in and showed it. So that's what those show and tell appointments are. You can load up product and you can take it to people. And when you do that type of selling, they say that the average is about $50. Again, we know sometimes it's more. So those are a lot of ideas for the $1,000 week. My suggestion is that you pick 2, no more than 3, okay? Because you can't chase too many ideas. So again, when we're done, I'm looking to see if there's anything I missed. There's just a tracking sheet in here. I'm going to post this in just a few minutes whenever we get off. So, I like it. Keep it simple, Salesforce. You need to do $1,000 a week, Erica. That is so awesome. I am glad. So I want you guys, if you haven't commented somewhere in here, I want you to comment or text me. I want to do a grand $1,000 day, or I want to do $1,000 week. Okay. And I'm going to start helping you figure out when you're going to do it, why you're doing it, and how you're going to do it. And I believe that each and every one of you can do it, because $1,000 is selling $100 to 10 people or $50 to 20 people. And I don't care who you are. Y'all, I made an invitation list for an event coming up this fall. And for one of the events, I had 33 people on it. 33. And I was like, and I'm the person where I'm like, I know a lot of people, but I don't really know that many people. So don't even try to tell me that you don't know 10 or 20 people that need some Mary Kay, because the product is absolutely amazing. So I hope that you will join us in our $1,000 week or $1,000 day, so that we can just crush our unit goal of 5,500 this month. All right, guys. Well, this is only 5 minutes over, but still, I feel like it's way over. So I hope y'all have a great night. I hope you're having a fantastic week. Don't forget, if you'd like, right now going on in the Love the Skin You're In, Sarah and Liz are doing a skincare class. And then on Sunday in the Glam Getaway group, we're doing a Facebook posting party as well. And then next Thursday will be a Hydra session. So if you're looking for events to plug yourself into, maybe you need some pampering, or you want to plug some guests into, those are going on too. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.